Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group 1, which is consists of 5 members. My name is Ahmad Lukmanul Hakim and my partners are Siska Mutiara Ayu, Iin Rohinda, Mohwiranto, and also Nana Nadia. In this occasion, we would like to present the explanation related to the digital technology in education. I think digital technology is really familiar for us because we always use it in every in most every daily activities, including learning activity. The development of digital technology in this era actually brings a big change for our life, especially in educational field. By utilizing digital technology in education means that we have discovered a new way or different way in educating the people. As a student, we have seen that uh, conventional education has been being shifted to become digital education. However, according to the Ministry of Education, wait, according to the Ministry of Education, digital technology can't change the form of education itself. Digital technology is used just for facilitating learning and teaching uh, activities and also to gain the data accurately. So the learning and teaching activity can be conducted effectively. The education activities such as read many textbooks to gain knowledge usually from library, visit certain places that offer formal education, or preparing material from many textbooks. Now we can do that digitally. Uh, we don't need to visit library regularly just for reading book, bring my textbooks, or visit particular place to gain knowledge. We can discover many information from electronic books, as known as e-book, that provided in the internet and material giver, or share the information through particular application digitally. In the current curriculum, which is student is a center of learning, digital technology is expected to facilitate the students' needs in developing their knowledge. Actually, all of us have known that digital technology is all of us have known what digital technology is, but I would like to explain it just at glance related to the educational field. The term of digital technology itself on education means that the elements or medium spreading or broadcasting the information digitally, such as through computer or smartphone, which is internet connection, is required. It's possible for the teacher and students to conduct learning and teaching activities in various places, like a teacher can teach the students using particular application while the students are ready to be taught in their home. By using technology, the teacher the teacher and students can develop their knowledge widely. It means that the roles of digital technology can support the education activities, and the other side, the education can support the technology development. It's also expected that learning and teaching activity can be conducted every time in various places. And also it's also expected for the student and teacher to develop the information widely by accessing the information through the internet. Nowadays, digital technology become essential part in education. Why is digital technology important to be developed in education field? Refer to the education system 4.0, which is digital technology is important part in education. It becomes the characteristic of education system 4.0 itself, where technology is used for supporting the learning activity and also to fulfill the government expectation in school digitalization, right? Digitalization, raising the students' desire in learning, facilitate the process of learning, and also developing knowledge easily. Actually, all of us are aware that technology is very important because it has some essential advantages where it will be explained in the end part of presentation. However, in maximizing development of digital technology for education, the teacher and also the students must be experienced and also knowledgeable on operating using digital devices. So, in this occasion, we are going to explain some points related to digital technology in education. The points are first, medium or features that used for supporting the learning and teaching process. And the second, the application of medium or procedure itself for learning activity, and then the challenges in using or applying digital technology in education, and the last point is advantages in utilizing digital technology in education. So for the next presenter, time is yours.
Okay, and now I'm going to explain about media that can help the learning process. As we know, in the learning process, the role of media is quite important to facilitate the learning process. To convey learning message to students, teachers usually use teaching aids in the form of pictures, models, or other tools. These aids to provide motivations to learn and increase absorption in learning. So what exactly is the learning media? Learning media is a tool for teaching and learning, anything that can be used to stimulate thoughts, feelings, attention, and abilities or skills. And there are many types of learning media. You can take advantage of various types of learning media that exist to support the learning process. Well, here I will explain the media used to the learning process online and offline. Because currently during the pandemic COVID-19, we are studying online. And then, okay, let's get started. The first is the media used to help the learning process offline or in the classroom. Okay, the first is audio media. This type of audio learning media serves to transmit audio message from the message source to the message recipient. Audio media is closely related to the sense of hearing. Based on the characteristic the message received, audio media can convey both verbal, spoken language, or words, and nonverbal sounds and vocalizations. And an example of audio media such as radios, types recorders, telephones, language laboratories, and the others. However, radio and tape recorders are rarely used anymore because for now, what is more often used is like a language laboratory. Currently, many schools and colleges have used language laboratories as a medium to assess the learning process, like what we did in semester 1 and 2. We use a language laboratory for the listening course. So that's how it is. And then for the second, visual media. The type of visual learning media is media that can only rely on the sense of sight. The type of visual learning media display the material using projection tools or projectors. And then the message to be conveyed is usually expressed in visual form. In addition, visual media also serve to be attract attention, clarify the presentation of ideas, describe facts that might be easy to digest and remember if presented in a visual form. Type of visual learning media are divided into two. The first is silent visual media and the second is motion visual media. And then, for example, of silent visual media includes photos, illustration, flashcard, so image, frame films, graphic, and then what is that? Charts, diagram, poster, and maps, and so on. Yeah. And then, what examples of motion visual media are like moving projections, image such as silent films and so on. However, what is often used today is usually photos, illustration, graphic charts, and poster, and then maps. And then number 3 is audiovisual media. The type of audiovisual media is a medium that is capable of displaying sound and image. Based on the characteristic, audiovisual media can be divided into two. The first is silent audiovisual media, and the second is motion audiovisual media. And an example of silent audiovisual media include silent TV, audio series films, voice page, voice books, and then examples of motion audiovisual media are like TV films, sound image, and the others. Well, from the many examples of audiovisual media, both audiovisual silence or motions, which are often used to help the learning process, at this time usually is films or sound image. Okay, next share the media that I explained earlier are media that can be used to help the learning process offline or in class. And now I will explain some examples of media used to help the learning process online. Because we are currently studying online too, I think you guys already know what media or application are. Actually, there are a lot of media or application that can be used, but here I will explain a few and the most frequently used ones. Okay, the first is Google Classrooms. One of the most popular and widely used media or applications is Google Classrooms. Google Classroom is considered the most efficient and easy to use applications because it has many features that are easy to operate and simplify the learning process online. In addition, in terms of class management, Google Classroom is nearer than other social media. In Google Classroom, there are also no advertisements that appear like other. And then for the second is WhatsApp, especially WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp group is widely used to help the learning process because it is considered more comfortable and free because teachers and students can send videos, message files, and photos So learning is not only with chatting or comment in written forms. And last is Zoom meeting. Zoom is widely used for meeting in the online learning process. And then the advantage of Zoom include the share screen features to be able to display slides that can be seen by all attendants or participants. The share screen features makes it very easy to carry out presentation during online lectures. This Zoom's application also provides an opportunity for one of the participants to become a leader or host who can easily start a video and accept user requests who want to join in the ongoing conference meeting or presentation. The Zoom applications support up to 100 participants in one meeting.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohiranto Aden Majid and I'm as a first group and I will explain you about the challenges using digital technology in education. Okay, technology in general can be interpreted as an application of technology to educational activities. The most important thing here is the process of integration between people, ideas, organization, and equipment. Based on the assumption, educational technology can be interpreted as a logical, systematic, and scientific approach to educational activities. So here I will explain you about the challenges of using the digital technology in education. The first one, access. The first thing touched by the technology in the world of educational is access. For this reason, collaboration between the world of education and internet instructor provider has become a necessity. In terms of device, smartphone will be the main of access device. Therefore, educational solution, both directly related to students, teacher, and school, to administrative solution must be adapted to the smartphone platform. The second challenge is facilities. The most important thing after access is facilities. Students must get proper facilities in terms of technology. For example, if students want to do practicum, making an application, schools must provide various kind of facilities. For example, starting from computers, digital equipment, internet, and etc. And the third challenge is time. Learn by using digital technology is more time consuming because we have to prepare anything and everything. For the example, if we want to learn through Zoom, we have to prepare a laptop and charging it before in order to full of battery and enough quota. And to prepare all of them, we need a lot of time. Okay, the fourth challenge, this is on my opinion or based on my opinion, is effectiveness and still not conducive. Sometimes using digital technology in education still has many shortcomings, whether it's from human error or from digital error. For example, when we got online class and sometimes the microphone is not active or the sound is not clear or even the internet is off and etc. And the fifth, internet. When we want to access any application or platform using digital technology, we must connect the data through internet. If the internet often has a problem connection or connection problem, then the use of digital technology in education will be hampered. Indonesia country should imitate North Korea and Singapore. In both countries, the access to free Wi-Fi are everywhere. This is also an option for solving internet connection problem for the government. Okay, I will close this presentation by using the words from Yusrin Ahmad Tosepu. She said, "Good education is education that is able to see the development around it and able to accept or adapt to the changes." Okay, my name is Muhammad Duranto, and I will close this presentation. I am sorry for all the mistake that I ever made. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I would like to explain the application of media or feature that are to support learning digitalization in education. And here I have two examples for the teacher and students to conduct learning digitally, activity digitally. And the first is WhatsApp. My point that is WhatsApp group, and then the second is YouTube. YouTube is the application popular in to sharing information or to sharing knowledge. Okay, the first is WhatsApp. By using WhatsApp, it's possible for the teacher to share various contents for learning teaching needs. It has many features that can be utilized by internet connection. By making WhatsApp group, both teacher and students can conduct learning teaching activity digitally and in various places using various features on it. And the features that available in WhatsApp are chat group. The first is chat group. This feature can be used for the teacher to give explanation related to the material or give information, question, guidance, and many more to the students. And then the students also can use the features such as for asking something, confirm the material, and many more. So the communication between the teacher and the students intertwine well. And then the second is document sharing. In WhatsApp group, the teachers are able to sharing the documents or file which contain lesson material, assignment, and each other. And not only teacher at a member of group, but the students also can use the feature to share the important file that can be accessed to another member of group. So in this application, both students and teachers can share various documents such as Word, PDF, Excel, PowerPoint, and each other for supporting learning activity. And then the third is camera and picture. Sometimes in particular condition, students need clear information for explanation related to the material. So to solve that problem, the teacher should use camera and picture. The application of this feature in digital learning activity, the teacher can share the picture or video, raising the students' comprehension in understanding the material. And this feature is very useful for the material where the picture is needed. And it is also possible for the teacher and students to conduct the learning activity using video call. So the students can see how the teacher teach the material clearly. And then the last is audio. This is the feature that where the user can share the file with format audio by recording their voice, and then it is better rather than type in chat box. But in the other case, uh, actually for learning foreign language, give the instruction using audio can create misunderstanding. So it is important for the teacher and students to use every feature in WhatsApp application for learning activity wisely. And then the second media is YouTube. As we know, in school digitalization, the learning teaching method is students centered. Means that students must be more active in developing the lesson material. With this, YouTube can be one of resources for material development. And this media used in learning activity, the students and teacher to present the material by online or live streaming, and which is the participants are able to discuss related to the material by giving comment in comment column. And then the procedure in applying this media for learning teaching activity is the presenter or teacher shares the link video related to the material for the other to access it. And then the participants, here is the students, pay attention to the video and doing discussion. And the students and teacher also can develop the learning community if both of them are involved well. And by uploading video that content learning material in YouTube channel. Okay, I think this is enough from for the explain about the media application. So let's move to the advantage the digital technology in education.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Indrohinda and I'm the last presenter. So in this case, I will explain about the advantage in utilizing digital technology for education. So before we discuss about the advantage of technology in education, we should know what is the digital technology itself. So digital technologies are electronic tools, devices, resources that generate and store or process data. The example includes social media, online games, and mobile phone. As now, we use technology almost every day, like smartphone, computer, or laptop. So, as we know, the COVID-19 pandemic has made us aware of the importance of technology. Although we are not ready for school closing and online learning, but luckily, technology did bail us out in most cases. While it may not have been ideal, but it was good enough technology. Technologies provide benefit to students by allowing the teacher to utilize multiple methods of delivering instructions. So what are the advantages of technology in educators? We will discuss it now. There are 8 points. The first is information technology in education. The information technology department is the primary driver of whether institutions can effectively implement any sort of technology-based instructions. An example is during the recent COVID-19 outbreak, many educators turned to services like Zoom or Google Classrooms to instructions their students. The second is student prepare for future technology. Technology changes at an ever-changing rate. Cell phones were considered a luxury just a few years ago, but now they are part of everyday life. Every year, the mobile devices become more powerful and will soon replace the desktop computer. And the third is teach digital literacy in students. Students today will graduate into a workforce where technology is at the core of their work activities. This doesn't matter if they are working in an office or factory. Technology is changing everything, and the more digital literate the students are, the easier time they will have to excel in the workplace of tomorrow. Next is flip classroom instructions. Teacher in the classroom can use these tools to create dynamic learning environment. By utilizing cloud technologies, the advantage of using technology in education can be realized much faster. Okay, and the next is classroom flexibility. This flexibility provides the faculty member with time to help students who may be struggling with a concept while allowing the more advanced students to work at a faster pace. And the next is diversity of informations. The amount of information available is diverse and only limited by the student. This for knowledge. And 7 is broadened thinking. Now, students can communicate in real time with others across the world as quickly as they could converse with their neighbor. This thinking will enable students to broaden their horizon and not see the world through such a small window. And the last is more efficient use of the educator's time. Through tools such as video recording and distance learning platform, teachers can be more productive as they can create video explaining complex topic, and students can view as many times are needed to grasp the concept. So that is an explanation about the advantage in utilizing digital technology for education. So I hope you can understand what I have said. And that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.